hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. It's caught at the 10. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards.
At the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Giants' 8-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And the pressure gets to him again. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Logan Wilson.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
5 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones flush to his right. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Randy Bullock.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Down at the 33-yard line.
Now in his 4th year out of Alabama, there's Dalvin Tomlinson making another nice play up front. He's been one of the strong points of this Giants defense.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
29 is Mike 29. 29 is Mike 29. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they add on to their first quarter lead. It's now 13-0.
Giants.
These kickers now, It's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Another try for Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants able to get this back with it. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this throw will be intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches. at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. But Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown.
Complete to
Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
That ties the game, 13-all. Graham Gano set to kick off.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
The Giants 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Jones on 3rd down. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On second down, Mixon. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And now it's second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Giants.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The final shot before break. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Mixon with a first down carry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Number 28, Joe Mixon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
50 seconds. 50 seconds.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 16. From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Jones. From the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 44-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 3. Check 24.
Now Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Sometimes the visuals don't exactly work out the way you expect. They wanted to let him use his size there and float one up to him, but he wasn't able to get any separation. The DB was right on him and forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Look. 54. Coming this way. Coming this way.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. On the crossing route, complete. That's Boyd. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bengals 27, Giants 20. Randy Bullock to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25 yards that time.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Exit. 19 right. 29 is Mike.
Burrow will throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Another try for Mixon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That's complete to Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
Burrow.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Second term, defense, let's go. 29 is the Mike 29. 29 is the Mike 29. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. 29 is the Mike 29. Not here, back in 60.
from the shotgun. Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Here we go. Check.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Giants.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll look to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. He's back to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.